Imagine standing on the surface of Mars for the very first time. A cold red desert stretches endlessly in every direction. No cities, no oceans. No sounds of life. Just silence. Above you is a sky that looks strangely empty, and somewhere far beyond it, Earth appears as nothing more than a tiny pale dot in the darkness. At first, it feels like humanity's greatest achievement, but then reality begins to sink in. You are completely alone on a planet designed to kill you. One damaged spacesuit, one system failure, one wrong decision, and you die. No rescue mission is coming. No one can save you in time. And the most terrifying part is, the biggest danger on Mars may not be the planet itself. It may be what Mars slowly does to the human mind. Humanity's dream of Mars for decades. Humans have dreamed about building colonies on Mars. Movies, books, scientists, and billionaires have all imagined a future where humans leave Earth and create a second civilization on the red planet. Companies like SpaceX openly talk about sending thousands of people there someday. The idea sounds exciting. A new world, a fresh start for humanity, a backup planet in case Earth faces disaster. But turning Mars into a place humans can actually survive is one of the hardest challenges in human history, because Mars is not just far away. It is completely hostile to human life. The brutal reality of Mars' journey to Mars alone could take around 7 to 9 months. Inside a spacecraft, astronauts would live in cramped conditions with almost no privacy. But reaching Mars is only the beginning. The moment humans arrive, they face an environment where nearly everything can kill them. The atmosphere on Mars is over 95% carbon dioxide. Humans cannot breathe it. The air pressure is so low that exposed human blood could begin to boil. Temperatures regularly fall below -100 degrees Celsius. And giant dust storms can swallow the planet for weeks. But one of the deadliest threats is invisible. Radiation. Earth is protected by a powerful magnetic field that blocks dangerous cosmic radiation from space. Mars has almost no protection at all. That means astronauts living there would constantly be exposed to high levels of radiation capable of damaging cells, increasing cancer risks, and possibly affecting the brain itself. Some scientists even fear long-term exposure could change memory, emotions, and decision-making abilities. And that creates a terrifying possibility. What happens if the minds responsible for keeping a Mars colony alive slowly begin to break down? Problem nobody talks about. One Mars people imagine Mars colonies. They think about technology, advanced spaceships, powerful robots, artificial intelligence, massive glass domes. But technology may not be the biggest challenge. Humans are, because surviving physically is only half the battle. The real challenge is psychological survival. Imagine spending years trapped inside a tiny habitat with the same few people every single day. No fresh air, no wind on your skin. No trees. No animals, no normal life. Even something simple like walking outside becomes impossible without a heavy spacesuit. And unlike astronauts on the International Space Station, Mars colonists would know something horrifying. They cannot quickly come home on Earth. If a mission fails, help can arrive. On Mars, help could take months, or never arrive at all. That feeling of permanent isolation could become mentally devastating. Humans were never built for this. Human beings evolved on Earth for millions of years. Our brains were shaped by nature. Sunlight. Rain. Forests. Oceans. Social interaction. Mars removes almost all of those things. Instead, colonists would spend most of their lives inside artificial metal environments under constant stress. Scientists already know isolation can seriously affect the human brain. In Earth-based experiments that simulated long-duration space missions, participants began experiencing depression, anxiety, sleep disorders, emotional instability, and conflict with crew members. Some became emotionally detached. Others became aggressive. And these were experiments where participants still knew they were safely on Earth. Now imagine those same psychological pressures on a planet where death is waiting outside every door. That changes everything. Because on Mars, there is no escape from the environment. The danger of human conflict and major problem scientists fear is social collapse inside a colony. In movies, astronauts work together perfectly. Reality is very different. Humans argue, humans panic, humans make emotional decisions, and on Mars, even a small conflict could become deadly. Imagine a colony where oxygen systems, water recycling, food production, and power generation all depend on constant teamwork. If one person refuses to cooperate, the entire colony may suffer. If someone damages equipment during emotional stress, people could die. And unlike Earth, Mars offers almost no backup systems. A simple technical failure could quickly become a life or death emergency. Now add isolation, stress, fear, homesickness, and exhaustion to that situation. Suddenly, the greatest threat is no longer the planet. It's the humans trying to survive on it. The communication nightmare there is another terrifying problem. Distance. Mars is so far from Earth that communication delays can reach up to 20 minutes one way. That means real-time conversations become impossible. If astronauts face an emergency, they cannot instantly ask Earth for help. They must solve problems completely alone. Imagine being trapped on another planet while knowing nobody can answer you immediately. No fast internet, no instant support, no emergency rescue team. Just silence. Over time, that silence could become psychologically crushing. Some experts believe future Mars colonists may experience extreme loneliness unlike anything humans have faced before, because for the first time in history, humans would truly feel separated from Earth itself. The fear of never returning. Many experts believe the first humans who go to Mars may never permanently return to Earth. And that changes the psychology of the mission entirely. Imagine leaving Earth knowing there is a real possibility you will never see your family again. Never feel rain again, never walk freely outside again. Everything on Mars would be artificial. Artificial air, artificial water, artificial food, artificial light. Even survival itself becomes mechanical. Over time, colonists may begin asking a terrifying question: was coming to Mars actually worth it? Because once the excitement disappears, reality remains. And reality on Mars is brutal. Could humans destroy the colony themselves? Some scientists fear future Mars colonies may eventually suffer from rebellion, mental collapse, or severe social division. History shows humans often struggle under extreme conditions. Wars, conflicts, and panic happen even on Earth, a planet filled with resources and life. Mars will have almost none of those comforts. A colony running low on food, oxygen, or energy could become extremely dangerous. Fear changes human behavior, and survival pressure can push people to make desperate decisions. In extreme scenarios, colonists may begin seeing each other not as teammates, but as threats. That possibility terrifies researchers, because once trust inside a Mars colony breaks down, survival may become impossible. Final ending: Mars may look like humanity's future. But beneath the dream of becoming an interplanetary species lies a terrifying reality. Humans were born on Earth. Every part of our minds and bodies evolved for this planet. Mars is not home, and maybe it never truly will be, because the greatest obstacle to surviving on Mars may not be distance, radiation, or technology. It may simply be the fact that humans were never meant to live there at all. And if the first Mars colony fails, it may not happen because Mars destroyed the humans. It may happen because the humans destroyed themselves.